We're basically doing what one critic called an autopsy on a cinematic, well, let's just say disaster.
Okay, I'm intrigued already. Which one are we dissecting?
We're talking about the War of the Worlds film, the new one that just hit streaming, starring Ice Cube.
Ah, that one. Right. I've heard things.
Oh, you've heard things, yeah. When critics say disaster, they mean it apparently belongs in, like, a whole new category way down at the bottom, rock bottom.
Wow.
So this deep dive, it's not really a review. It's more trying to figure out what makes this thing so uniquely special in the worst way possible.
You know, sometimes those are the most revealing sources, aren't they? The ones where the lessons are all about the pitfalls.
Absolutely.
Understanding why something fails that spectacularly can actually give you some, well, unexpected insights into what makes things work. It's like a masterclass in what not to do.
Couldn't agree more. So prepare yourself, listener. This
I
one
am.
might just, well, recalibrate your whole idea of a bad movie.
Oh, dear.
But don't worry, we're going to pull out the most, let's say, memorable bits.
Yeah.
Some are genuinely hilarious, so you get the picture without, the pain.
Sounds like a public service.
Okay, let's dive in. Where do we even start?
Well, the basics, maybe. The setup.
Right. Okay, so the whole movie is done in that screen life format. Everything happens on computer screens, phones, that sort of thing.
Okay, seen that before. Can work sometimes.
And our main guy is William Radford, played by Ice Cube. He's a Homeland Security analyst, terrorism expert. Sounds pretty serious, doesn't it?
It does. High stakes, you'd think. National security.
You'd think, but what's truly amazing is how fast, like, in the first few minutes, the film just torpedoes any seriousness or any reason to like the guy.
Oh, how so?
So Radford has access to, like, the planet's best surveillance tech, right?
Makes sense for his job.
Does he use it for, I don't know, stopping terrorists? No. He hacks into university security cameras to watch his pregnant daughter order breakfast.
We will.
And then he calls her up to chew her out for ordering a muffin.
Seriously. A muffin. That's the first thing we see him do with his power.
That's the first thing. It's just this immediate, like, abuse of power for something so incredibly petty. It completely turns you off him from the get-go.
Yeah, that's a really bad sign.
Yeah.
You need to root for your hero, or at least understand them. Spying on breakfast choices.
Yeah.
Wow. A lesson right there in how not to introduce your protagonist.
Exactly. If the film thinks that's funny or relatable, instead of establishing a credible hero, well, what does that say about your investment in his journey?
It says you probably won't have any. It feels like a massive misjudgment of tone, doesn't it? Or maybe they just didn't care.
Who knows? But yeah, our main character starts out fundamentally unlikable. Why should we care if he saves the world when he's being awful to his own family?
Good question. So while he's being muffin monitor,
Chuckles slightly. Yeah.
what's happening with the actual plot? The invasion.
Oh, right, the invasion. Yeah, while he's busy doing that, aliens are invading. Hundreds of meteors start hitting Earth.
Okay, classic War of the Worlds stuff.
Yep. But naturally, Radford is too busy yelling at his kids to take calls from, the head of NASA.
Of course he is. So the invasion kicks off, and presumably the screen life format comes into play more.
It does, and that's another issue, isn't it?
Well, it can be limiting. For something like a global alien invasion, showing it all through webcams and screen shares, it kind of flattens the scale,
Totally. You lose that epic feel. It forces all the exposition into really awkward dialogue, too. People explaining things they should already know just for our benefit.
Right, instead of showing us the chaos, we get told about it on a Zoom call. It kind of
Right.
disconnects you from the actual stakes. You don't feel the invasion.
Exactly. And then there's the reason for the invasion. The alien motivation.
Okay, lay it on me. What is it this time? Water, resources, revenge.
Get this. The classic tripods emerge from the meteors,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not after our water or minerals or even us directly.
So what then?
They're here to eat our data.
Pause. I'm sorry, what? Eat our data. Like digital information.
Yep. They literally consume data. The film treats data like it's, I don't know, gasoline, a finite resource they can just slurp up.
Makes no sense. Like fundamentally, how do you eat data?
You actually see data loss bars on screen for military systems. The army is helpless not because they're hacked or jammed.
No, because the aliens ate their gigabytes.
Pretty much. It's such a basic misunderstanding of how digital information works. It just breaks your brain trying to accept the internal logic because there is no logic.
Wow. Okay, that's a conceptual flaw on a whole other level.
Yeah.
You can suspend disbelief for aliens, but aliens eating Wi-Fi signals like spaghetti, that's tough.
Right. So the military is useless because they're out of data juice. Who can possibly save the world now?
Let me guess. Is it Radford, despite the muffin incident?
Well, partly. but he needs help from the perfect team.
Okay.
His daughter, who, surprise, surprise, turns out to be a brilliant scientist,
Convenient.
and her boyfriend, who
Yeah.
is, wait for it, an Amazon delivery driver.
Slate laugh.
Yeah,
You're kidding. An Amazon driver is the key weapon a cardboard box.
Almost. This is where it gets really blatant. The movie is practically a 90-minute Amazon ad.
Oh, no.
Seriously, the boyfriend is suddenly crucial because he has an Amazon Prime air delivery drone. The solution to everything seems to involve Amazon, need to bribe someone, Amazon gift card, need to get a file somewhere critical.
Let me guess. Amazon drone.
Bingo! It's not just product placement, it feels like Amazon sponsored the plot. It completely rips you out of the story because it's so aggressively commercial.
That's just insulting, really.
Yeah.
When the plot mechanics are just ads.
And it's not just Amazon. Guess where the U.S. government holds its emergency national security meeting?
Skype.
FaceTime.
Zoom. Of course. And the only platform that miraculously survives this data-eating apocalypse.
Let me guess. Owned by Google.
YouTube. What are the odds? It's just layer upon layer of this stuff.
Wow. Okay, so the plot is driven by Amazon deliveries and government Zoom calls. What about the actual plan to stop the data eaters?
The plan. The scientist's daughter whips up something called a cannibal code.
Cannibal code, okay.
It's described as some kind of biological virus that reprograms DNA to make cancer cells eat each other.
Right. Sounds like something you just invented in an afternoon during an alien invasion.
Apparently. And with a few tweaks, minor adjustments, it can kill these organic aliens who eat inorganic data.
The leaps in logic are just staggering.
So the plan is, upload this virus to government servers. The aliens will eat the server's data, ingest the virus, and die. Simple. Right. Makes perfect sense. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, here's the thing. Ice Cube is in this top-secret military bunker ready to upload the magic code, and he doesn't have a thumb drive.
Sorry, he doesn't have a what? A USB stick.
Nope. The high-tech Homeland Security analyst, the guy who can hack university cameras from his desk. No thumb drive. I swear this is actually in the movie.
That's almost performance art. How do they solve this monumental crisis? Does he check his pockets again?
Better. The Amazon delivery driver boyfriend flies his Prime Air drone through the corridors of the secret military base.
Oh my God.
Dodging security, probably, to deliver the crucial thumb drive to Ice Cube.
A drone delivery inside Homeland Security during an alien attack. I have no words.
And while this critical drone delivery is happening, Ice Cube is fighting off alien tentacles, naturally.
As you do.
And at the absolute peak of this action sequence, he yells lyrics from a Ludacris song.
No, which one?
Move, bitch, get out the way.
He actually yells that while fighting aliens for a thumb drive delivered by Amazon drone.
Word for word.
Yeah.
It's a moment. A truly unforgettable movie moment.
Is that supposed to be cool? Or funny? Or
Oh, right.
it just sounds completely jarring and nonsensical. Like, did the script just give up at that point?
It really feels like a total creative collapse, doesn't it? Where any idea, no matter how ridiculous, just gets thrown in. There's no tonal consistency left at all.
Clearly not. So he gets the thumb drive, uploads the magic virus.
Yep, aliens eat the data virus, they all die, world saved, hooray!
Having roll credits,
Yeah.
or is there more absurdity?
Oh, there's a final twist. Of course there is.
Please tell me it makes sense.
It's revealed, sort of vaguely, that the government knew about the aliens all along, and they built this whole surveillance system to attract them for reasons. Power. Maybe.
Wait, they wanted data-eating aliens to come. Why?
The movie doesn't really bother explaining it properly. It just throws it out there, leaving you completely baffled.
The ending is as coherent as the rest of it. Fantastic.
And the final scene, Ice Cube decides he and his hacker son are now going to watch the government become vigilantes.
So, he learned nothing about abusing surveillance power.
Apparently not. It's just
Oh,
an ending as confusing and unsatisfying as everything that came before. It really shows how a terrible ending can just curdle the whole experience, Leaves you feeling cheated.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so summing up the findings here.
Go for it. Synthesize the disaster.
Right. So 2025's War of the Worlds, based on everything we've discussed from the sources, it really does sound like a total disaster. You've got a main character who alienates you instantly.
Check. Muffingate.
A core premise. Data-eating aliens that fundamentally misunderstands its own concept.
Double check.
Product placement so extreme it basically hijacks the plot.
Oh, yeah. Amazon Prime saves the world.
And a narrative that just constantly breaks its own rules, lurches from one nonsensical point to another, capped off with a confusing ending. It really earns that bottom-of-the-barrel description.
It honestly recalibrates your entire scale for bad movies. Like, you think you've seen bad, you probably haven't seen this level of bad.
Sounds like it.
And the value for you listening to this deep dive is seeing that extreme. It helps you appreciate when stories do work, when characters are compelling, when plots do make sense. It's like the ultimate cautionary tale.
Definitely. Every possible pitfall seems to be in there.
Absolutely.
Thinking about it, though, that core idea, as absurdly executed as it was, aliens eating data as a finite resource.
Yeah.
It makes you think, doesn't it, in a weird way, about how much our society does run on data now, how much we produce, how much we rely on it.
That's true.
So what does that idea, even in this mess of a film, maybe accidentally imply about the value we place on data? Or maybe its vulnerability, the idea that it could be a commodity, something fought over, even literally consumed.
That's actually a pretty interesting thought to chew on, unlike the aliens who are doing the chewing.
Right. Something to mull over, perhaps.
Definitely something to reflect on. What makes a story work? What makes it fail so spectacularly? And what weird ideas linger even in the failures?
Thanks for joining us on this particular deep dive experience.
Always interesting.